Good morning. Good day. God bless you, audience. It's your host with the most, going coast to coast, putting bread and butter on the toast. How can you put bread on the toast? Well, that's just how I do it. I'm putting cash, is what I'm saying, and butter on the toast. It's a wordplay. Anyway, oh, that rhymed. This is another official, unofficial correspondent report from me. Oh, what is that on my shirt? What is that? Anyway, y'all, I don't like not being, I'm kind of waking up. I didn't get the chance to rinse off today. Been battling through some stuff. I don't know what's up with that, but just for camera purposes, man, I'll put this back. I know if it was me and I was trying to say something, like somebody was trying to say something, man, I would want to keep hearing and listening to them, but I keep getting distracted looking at that spot on their shirt, you know what I'm saying? I'm just as real as y'all, man. This is real, authentic, original content. Oh, I needed to laugh and encourage myself today. Anyway, what's up, y'all? Let's talk. So, passing through Colfax, Northeast Denver in autumn, Denver, Colorado. The weather was about 70s, close to 80, and then all of a sudden it got windy, and this is on Tuesday, and then it turned into cold rain, and well, it was afternoon cool drizzle, and then cold rain, like that cold hard rain. Rain is cold and rain is hard. Through the circle, fast and slow. I know
Basel Chamber Orchestra with the opening
it's
to Symphony
been
Number
coming
33
for some time.
One of the great orchestral works by Janacek.
It goes
in the 70s.
till forever on it goes.
This is the
I know
Estudiantina Waltz by Emil von
it
Teufel.
can't stop, I wonder. And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down a sunny day. Yeah. Oh, I love that song. I don't like to say love too much, but why not say it more, right? But I'm not saying I love it like it's God or an idol. Nah, I'm just saying there's so much love in me that I can find love in everything. Ooh, that love in me is God, because he's everything. And this guy is doing something. Oh, he's putting lights on the branches. God bless your day, brother. And he was conscientious of not hurting the leaves. I sensed that. That's intelligence. I appreciate that. York isn't as congested. I don't want to use that word. Trafficide. It's not as trafficide. See, white people say congestion. We say trafficide. You got to get that trafficitis out of your bronchitis, girl. That's where soccer is, though, right there. It's literally a block away. And so today's theme is failure. It's okay to fail. I have failed so many times this week. It's Wednesday and I've been late umpteen times. And I'm like, huh? So my lady friend, it's interesting, she deleted me from the app. Well, she called me, then deletes me from the app. She kind of blows my mind on Saturday and then does a 180. I'm like, and it's only been a week with this lady. And anyway, she says, happy hump day. And I was like, I wish I was on the other side. And I thought that was funny too, right? Well, she didn't necessarily get the joke, and I wasn't in, I don't want to go there. But I just said it literally, like, well, I wish I was on the other side of Wednesday, She's like, that's not funny. We need to work on your sense of humor or your jokes or something like that. And I said, okay. The funny thing about it is, I already did the joke when I said that. Put a hump in your back. Put a hump in your back. No hunchback. No hunchback of Notre Dame here. No Notre Dame hunchback. No. You like Notre Dame 1, 2, 3 on your hunchback? 1, 2, 3 hunchback on your Notre Dame? Excuse me, Dame. Would you like some Hunchback on your Notre Dame on the other side of Hump Day? Hey. My son's health he's a tough kid. You know, he doesn't say a lot. He says a lot with his not saying a lot. I'm not Sir Lancelot nor Camelot, but I'm Christian J. Martinez, and like Ronnie Lott, I'm smacking a fool, knocking him out the game. Ow, that hurt me. Don't like to hurt myself in a minute like that. That wasn't even a full-on like. Anyway. How's everybody's day? Let's fix the collar. Sometimes I pop the collar. It's kind of my style. It keeps the neck warm. That's why I do it. Blocks dust out. Oh, so demonic and or just what I call, you know, potentially succubus or incubus forces that, you know. So there's this one individual that I say represents resistance, and which means an opportunity to grow or avert extra weight too, right? If I was traveling light, I wouldn't bring this person on my suitcase. I wouldn't pack them. But what I would do is I'd have them as a contact along my way. Amen. And what I mean by that is they're a stop on my destination. They're not the destination. And this person, every time, this is the pattern I know, tries to make whatever their location is in time my destination. And I don't roll like that anymore. I serve God, and his location is his destination, which means I'm on his time, his place, his rules, his orders. And so by human standards, that means failure. Now, a godly man also finds a way to thrive within this society, but I'm not of this world, I'm in this world. I'm from God, here to do his work. I understand now, I'm his servant. Jesus is the greatest force on all spheres, and so there are other forces, and some benevolent, some benevolent, but Christ is the king of it all. And so, wow, somebody's either blowing up wind here with those wind devices, or it's literally kicking up wind right here. But either way, I don't appreciate it because it's a dust storm here. It just doesn't mingle with what I just strode through. So we're gonna just blow right through that. We don't have any time for any negative winds. No way. Oh, as I was talking about this individual, and we all have individuals like this, and we've all been, well, I've been that individual at times. Where I'm at is I'm that individual now at all times for God, right? So my destination is my location. My location is my destination, which is serving God. And right now it's in a valley of poverty and sickness, so it seems, right? Nah, I'm walking through that already a rich man with the blessings, the promises. The devil's just trying to deceive me or get me to deceive myself or surrender or forfeit, you know, and I'm not. May get to the battle a little later on your time, but in God's time, I'm exactly where he wants me to be in his time. So I don't understand it. I trust it. I know it. I don't think it. I believe it. I don't doubt it. It's not about magic. I don't need no superhero. I'm a saint walking on this earth who can be greater than Paul. Amen. And that was the encouragement of my meditation today from my pastor. The Holy Spirit was saying, why not exceed what these saints have done? They had all the flaws you did. It wasn't like they were just like absent of, you know, struggles. Man, they had struggles left and right. They were real, historical, actual, factual, and there is some mystery or enigma because they're not necessarily living today, meaning being alive physically. They are in spirit alive, so, which is a saint. And it's not some little dude or statue in a Catholic church. That's like having a little Buddha or something, man. That's like, Buddha is life itself, so there really is no need for Buddhism. You know, it's it's masked in righteousness. It's masked in truth. And I will say this, I've learned so much through the Buddhist practice about assiduous, right? How to do it every day and night, meditate hours, and I've also seen its limitations, and it manifests in the fruit of the people is what I mean by its limitations. And I just don't see Buddhists that, in my experience, there's been a handful, but I just call these special people. Because God puts people in different places. He put me in these places, or allowed them to happen. There's a purpose there. The purpose is to deliver ministry back to the Buddhist community and let them know Jesus Christ is not just some little dude who you put in the category as a great bodhisattva and, you just wash him away, or just, compare another leader to him, like Daisaku Ikeda, for example. Daisaku Ikeda is not God incarnated to pay for the fall. He is a great bodhisattva, yes, but he's not of the level of Jesus and God. That being said, he's probably one of the greatest Christians in spirit and heart that we've ever seen walk the planet. So what does that mean? That maybe you don't necessarily need to know of Jesus, but if you do know of Jesus, you do acknowledge him. And Daisaku Ikeda acknowledges him, but he doesn't acknowledge him as the Son of God, because if he did that, that would mean that he would really not have a platform, right? Why have a need for Buddhism if you have Christianity? Now, let's just break down Japan, because I have a lot of connections to that place for a number of reasons. So when I went there last March to get my son, I was battling demons last night, by the way, in my sleep. It was actually easy, or in God it's all easy, even though it's a battle. In my battle though, I just kept, I was praying in my sleep and in prayer throughout my whole sleep. Woke up in prayer. Still praying. My life is a prayer. Lord, please hear my prayer. That's why I sing, listen to classical music. That's why I speak and proclaim when it's necessary. And there are several uploads to get up here, and so I'll do that. Right now I'm just rolling film because that's how I do it. And I'm everything right now in this. I'm the executive copier, executive faxer, executive content creator, executive talent, behind the talent. I'm everything and nothing. Without God, I am nothing. Through him, I can do anything and everything, and that's why I'm here. And so if this message lifts somebody up right now who's going through some kind of ordeal, turmoil, just battle, it most likely is internal. It could be external. It could be a combination of both. Financial pressures, job, just you don't feel so good. You haven't eaten well in a while. Your lifestyles, you go to sleep, hungry, and you wake up in absence of food. Maybe there's something around. It could be a little bag of chips, not even a big one. It could be a few Skittles. It could be coffee with no cream. It could be instant coffee with no cream, but maybe you got a little bit of cinnamon there. Maybe you got a little bit of, natural sugar, or maybe you got a couple other little things to, enhance what you do have. If you're in your space and it's real small and you don't like it, maybe you could just start decluttering with one corner. For me, I always have to go to the corners. In my experience, that's usually how it is. Maybe there's one drawer or dresser that's just, maybe there's that one part of your closet or under your bed that's just like, it's there, but you don't say anything, but every night it's just kind of quietly eating at you, Maybe you haven't made your bed. Maybe the bathroom's just in shambles. Maybe it's everything, like my house was almost 2 weeks ago, and I had to just turn it around. And before I left this house today, I made sure that was in order. When I go home, there's probably one round of sweeping to do. That's just a continual thing. Throw the rubbish out daily or as needed. If there's no funk or anything like that, you don't have to, and you still have room in the bag, well, keep going. But if there's any kind of something, like I know there's some rotting tomatoes to get rid of when I get home. So the rubbish, God willing, when I get home, will get thrown out. Little tasks, little things are big things. I used to always want to hit the home run, just get on base. There's many ways to get on base. You could walk, you could get a hit, they could balk, meaning the pitcher goofs, and he tries to pretend like he's going to pick you off, but he doesn't, and so that's called a balk. You could get hit. That's not necessarily the healthiest or best recommendation. You could actually steal first base on an error, an overrun throw. I mean, anything. The catcher, the pitcher throws a ball that the catcher misses, and it goes behind home plate to the backstop, and you run. So the bottom line is get on base and put yourself. In this case, I'm that person putting myself on base, getting myself in scoring position, and let my teammate come up and do his or her part. And then we work as a team, and it's played on a diamond. And my original neighborhood is not Cole. It just came to me today. It's actually Whittier. It's really 5 points in terms of the roots, but where I first was born, I was born in City Park, actually. And then, but my first house was in the Whittier neighborhood, which is where the Manual High School is located. So I'm uncovering another part of my story, and that part of the story is I'm actually from Whittier. Ding! Which confirmation, affirmation. So that's a little bit about me. We're going on 16 minutes. An ideal show or podcast for me, coming from a radio programming background, is 22 minutes with 8 minutes of sponsorship or station identification, announcements, if there's a community fund drive, because I've done both, but I did the bulk of my work in community radio, another D. Now I started with mixtapes, so this is really, I'm a mixtape person living in a post-analog world. So I was pre-analog.
Comic opera called The White Lady by Francois Boieldieu.
Is it live or is it Maxwell?
I'm Patty Nature Wakefield. Good morning.
Who is
now,
that?
if you enjoy brass fanfares,
I do.
this Sinfonietta
This
by
would be a
Leos
station
Janacek
identification.
starts with a great one. It's no small orchestra here, and it does require additional brass instruments in the orchestra for the opening fanfare. It's one of Janacek's masterpieces. He was in his 70s when he wrote it.
That's encouraging.
This is the Czech Philharmonic with the Sinfonietta by Leos Janacek on Colorado Public Radio.
Leos Janacek in his 70s, one of his masterpieces. Men, take note of that. I do. So if there's 22 minutes, basically you have a 30-minute show. That's how it stacks up. And I usually have a song of the day, a theme of the day, a topic of the day. And then I base the show on that. And my goal is to go coast to coast, in this case now globe to globe, in and around, in all languages. Message from the heart for the heart, truth, light, love, and justice. JP 5 for 5, live from Denver TV, that's all mine. Let it publicly be known that I did do that in 2020. I created my trademark in Denver for that. It's time to renew all that. Any attorney friends who want to be on my team and support me, please, I need you, we need you to do all that pre-litigation, current litigation, and then post-litigation and what I've done already, and then prepare for the next, so that we're set. No weapon formed against me shall come to prosper, or my team of God, because we all wear the full body armor, suited and booted, the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, the helmet of salvation, clotted in the gospel. I call it gospel, which is the footwear of the gospel, with the shield of faith and the sword of the Spirit, King Arthur, but Christ is King, King of all kings. So this is going to go over 22 minutes. It's going to go, I would reckon that I'm about 5 to 7 minutes from my chiropractic adjustment with Dr. Dennis Nicotto, world-renowned chiropractor, man of God, born-again Christian. He's truly proof that Christ is over creed. And he brought me through him and him to heal me to do God's work, which this is my work. Contributions will be coming through my collaborative partner, honorable teacher, who is helping me do this. And I really want to thank you, honorable teacher, for having coffee with me.